said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't... And the Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers offense is on the field for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the big fullback. They say all games count the same, but you get to this portion of the season and a chance to win a top 10 battle like this carries a little extra weight.
And whoever keeps the top 10 number beside their name after this game will have earned it, because these two teams are very talented, David. We're now at the midpoint of the season. We're starting to get an idea of who these teams are. We're going to find out a whole lot more here today, though.
Yeah, dang right. How much implications down the road does this have? But how about you get an idea of exactly where you stand right in the middle of the season, playoffs down the road, make your statement here today.
Punt is on its way. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. The Wolverines offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He
breaks into the open. He was not going to be denied, discarding tacklers, running behind his pads, and finally down at the 40. Takes the handoff. It's Edwards. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. Knocked off his feet. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll run play action. Throwing right. It's caught downfield. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. He'll set up to throw. Sets up the screen. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The give on the option. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Jones to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The give to the big fullback. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle, it's Barnes. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab on the left. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Right on the money. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Jones wants to throw it. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. No huddle offense to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Lewis. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Off the play fake. Looking deep. Makes the catch. It's Lewis. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Huskers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Now on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Cornhuskers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today between Penn State and Ohio State. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. They're going to run it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Demps. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They run the reverse. Got the first down. Looking for more. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line. Jones to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marsh. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll bring him to within 4. they'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. On the option. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. The Huskers in the hurry up.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska's had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
Off play action. Quick shovel pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Immediately fires to the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. From the gun, the running back has it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 4 over Jacksonville State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. That's caught. It's Marsh. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. A third down try for the offense. Jones wants to throw it. Snagged out of the air. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Sticks it in his belly. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. He'll do it himself. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll field it close to the 50. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. On the run, it's Edwards. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Got a man, it's Marsh. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Jones to throw. Using the quick game. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
He's got the first down. Mark it at the 15 as they try to put up points before the half. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Back to throw time running short in the half. Oh, he's got a chance. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. He makes the grab. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Power football with the run. just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Cornhuskers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he's going to try to return this one. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So here comes the Michigan offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They'll run it to the right side. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The run to the right. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Jones wants to throw it. They're setting up the screen. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Depps. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wideout. The run from the shotgun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On the move, it's Edwards. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Right down the boulevard. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Huskers want to crank the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Here comes the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Lewis. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here's the handoff. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Looking to scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. To the air on first down. They're working that left side. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Finds his man. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there, stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his...
There he goes. The 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Huskers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Jones to throw. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
To the air on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention... And here's a fumble way behind the line.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He's got it. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. The Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Oh, better look out! And he's brought down after a nice game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Huskers are flying down the field. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! And the punishment has been extended. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Boston College is in danger of getting demolished today. And while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 23 to Miami.
Turning it on! No, he got loose! They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. On 1st and 10 from the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Back to pass. Makes the grab. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hansen. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you've got receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
He makes it in for the deuce, and now it's a 14-point game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Quarterback on the keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Cornhuskers moving quickly to the line.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
On third down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Huskers will punt this one away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Nestles it in at the 35. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jones to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Marsh. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Just keeps slinging it. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Working that left side now. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Wants to go up top. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Wolverines! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. So they get that score that they so desperately needed, and now they've got a chance to pull this one out.
Defense has got to give them a chance. The defense needs to get the ball back to them quickly so they can march down the field and try and score and narrow the gap again. This offense, they have the playmakers to come back and win this football game. They're going to need some help from the defense.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Off play action on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. The Cornhuskers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. They'll go to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release by the QB. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll pull it on the read. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Bringing it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll run the option. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
The Huskers headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
It's complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Hoping to help their kicker out with a few yards on 3rd down, because from here, it will be a 58-yarder. It's complete on the right side. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He slides that just inside the right upright. That puts them on top here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights. With all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him, he delivered.
Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Second down, he'll throw it. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Swings it out to his running back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
The Big 12 has become must-see TV, and fellas, today's clash is no different. Arizona State is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 35 over UCF.
They'll start this drive going to the air.
For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. That's reeled in. It's depth. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the catch. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Hansen. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Demps. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught close to the marker. It's Marsh. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Takes the knee, and they will remain perfect. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers,